Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Trans. My name is Stephanie Bree. I'm a transgender woman and I talk about all things horror. And today I have the unfortunate task of trying to pitch you, one way or the other, on the 2005 Wes Craven, get it right, thriller, air quotes, Red Eye. So, my favorite movie of all time is Nightmare on Elm Street. High on my list is The Last House on the Left. I've really enjoyed Shocker to an extent, although it's not the greatest fucking thing ever. And I love the Scream films, especially the first Scream film. So I'm going into this with an expectation that I like Wes Craven, by and large. And I can't, for the life of me, figure out what in the fuck he was thinking when he made this goddamn piece of rubbish. Red Eye is a really boring movie about an asshole who kidnaps a woman on a plane and threatens her family. And the whole movie, he's just being creepy stalker dude. And that's the whole goddamn movie. That's it. And I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. You know, she does kill him at the end, but it's not as satisfying. Well, no, actually, I don't think she does the kill, actually. But anyways, she does escape him, is what I'll say, at the end. And it's not a satisfying ending because you're like, there's a lot of misplaced tension, and it's not really a horror film, I don't think. I would put this more under the thriller category. But the reason why I went ahead and spoiled it, two reasons. One, nothing fucking happens this whole goddamn movie until the end, which is, you know, her escaping her kidnapper, which is the whole point of the movie. And that's it. The rest of the movie is just him taunting her and, you know, torturing her psychologically. Now, I can't say the whole goddamn film takes place on the airplane, but enough of it takes place on the airplane. First of all, I'm claustrophobic, so get me off this goddamn airplane right the fuck now, and do not, you know, ask me to sit through this film again, because I ain't gonna do it. Second of all, while the actors are competent in other films, I feel like they thought this was a horror movie, and they, in their brains, think they're above horror, so they were giving what they thought was a horror movie level of performance, which is to say they didn't give it 100%, even though Cillian Murphy actually kind of sort of got started in a horror film. Just a couple of years earlier, he was in 28 Days Later, so he shouldn't have viewed horror as beneath him, but you know, he's got Oscar statues on his mantle now, so he, you know, I don't know, maybe he was daydreaming of those when he was filming this, thinking, oh my god, if I do this, am I ever going to win an Oscar? That is to say, this movie fucking blows chunks, and I do not recommend it. It's boring as sin, and too claustrophobic for my tastes. I do not recommend it. I don't even recommend it as a rent because it's so boring. And it's not even technically horror. So I really shouldn't even be reviewing it. But I will because it's Wes Craven. And he's one of the horror greats. So, you know, it's a misstep for him in my opinion. But, you know, it's not his first misstep. And unfortunately, it won't be his last before he passes away. Because he did Scream 4, which was a big what the fuck from him. But anyways, although I don't hate Scream 4, I don't love it either, but I'm not really sure how I feel about Scream 4. I may go back and watch it again, I don't know, but I ain't watching Red Eye ever again, and I don't recommend you buy this movie either. This is not one, if you do sit through it, or I should say suffer through it, you're not going to torture yourself twice. You'll watch this movie, and then you'll do everything you can to forget it as soon as you're finished.